Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, night. We're back, and over the weekend we've seen things were up a little bit more in Somerset. Respects, Snap, Arcat. I think these were all. Yeah, we had Snap at like 180 last night. It's okay though. Is it pulling back a little bit? With my trading platform, we do not have overnight some of these stocks. But let me do an introduction. So I used to be gaming on YouTube, but with the advent of multiple sclerosis diagnosis in the last 3 years, my carpal tunnel has been getting extremely bad. So gaming is kind of out of the question, considering that even just trading every day is really flaring up my wrist. My hand is actually like locked in the being on the mouse position. That's almost what it looks like when my hand is resting. So that aside, we got some developments here that I'm looking to get out, but the problem is we got crossover, and there's definitely more upside to come. On Arcat, I believe Snap, very similar. But I'm thinking of selling and getting back in. I'm just kind of waiting for my own little snap up. Just a little bit, And I'm thinking that that's probably going to be what ends up happening. For the most part, Qubit we did drop down on. We got in at like 20, like somewhere over here, I believe. Yeah, we can actually see here. Yeah, we got in at 23.13, and then it's been dipping, so we bought again at 19.60. So it's gone up a little bit, but I'm looking to hold that. So kind of waiting. And there's not too much I can really do about that right now. Now, I'm not doing stop losses on these because it doesn't feel like the most ideal thing to do, being that I'm probably going to get back in. So I'd rather temporarily have money down than sell at a loss just to get back in later. So I haven't fully exhausted the logical parameters of that, but my brain is often correct about these economic logical evaluations pretty quick in my brain. So I don't think it'd be worth it to get in and out, or out and then back in on this, considering that's all I'm gonna do. So pretty much the way we're trading, we're not really doing stop losses. The only thing that'll happen to you not doing stop losses is what happened to me with Redwire, where it's at 13.15 over here. The next day it dropped to 9, like 8 over here. This is where I'm down on Redwire. And I was buying in as it went down more and more, and that's where we're at. But the only thing, I don't understand why this is down where it is, This is just really unfortunate. This is the only remnant of a huge mistake, like one that happened in my first 5 years of trading. So we're trying to avoid things like this. This is why a stop loss will be very good, to make sure that this doesn't happen, where you end up losing all your money overnight. This terrible slump right here. There's absolutely no reason to get in. I even told my dad to get in. Told him to get in at 9. Now we're at 8. It dropped down to 7.73. So it's the only thing I haven't made a good call on so far this year, last year. It's been a while since I made a call this bad. But yeah, Now you're gonna watch me hold on to it, and at some point I'm sure this will come back. Sure it'll come back. That's why I'm not selling it, because it's like this thing is just gonna come back. I would like to get rid of it, but I'm just gonna buy it again. I'm gonna buy it again because where it's at is like, I don't know. I don't know how people are not taking this up right now like that. Unless there's something I'm missing with that. I don't know why it's doing as it is. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing great today. I'm just skirting around, scampering, trying to make sure. I picked up another 800 of sound because I seen where this dropped to, and I was like, well, that'd be good. That'd be good. So we're gonna have some ping pong and back and forth over here. Looks like we got to turn around. So I'm just looking because a lot of these that are up, they're all in the very similar situation where they're up. Yeah, but they're, according to the momentum here, they should be continuing in that manner. So we don't want to get too excited. I'm trying to have more patience when it comes to executing correctly. Now RCAT, yeah, same situation. I mean, it is nearing the tip of the tip here, and I feel like these are gonna pull back, but I've been saying this all for the last 3 weeks. I'm saying this. It just doesn't make much sense why we're seeing what we're seeing. But there's a lot of excitement in the market right now, so that'll absolutely do it. So it's gonna be tricky. What I'm paying attention to is that we started today at like 17.9. So why exactly we would want to sell when our picks are going up? Because there is money to be made. Didn't check out SCCO, Southern Copper. Southern Copper, kind of a similar situation here. Not on the downturn, but you know, this is the thing when you're juggling so many stocks, is that you miss one sign on one of these things, and sure, you might cash in on most of your wins, but the ones that you're not looking at for these turnaround points, because like, look at how many right now are in the middle here, about to either keep going up or going down. You know, this is why it's a little tricky. What I'm thinking about doing is getting out and reducing my positions by half when I get back in. That might be a foolproof way to do this. That might be what we're looking at, because this is starting to stabilize, you know. You don't want it to end up down here, and that's where I sell. I mean, this kind of looks like it's headed down, you know. So I think snap. What did we get back in on this at? Because we did buy. Oh wait, this is that snap? Oh no, so we didn't get back in on snap. We got back in on sound. So snap we're probably gonna want to get rid of. Except it looks like right now it's picking up. Alright, my two priorities for the day are these two. Making sure I don't get out too late on that, but I want to keep an eye on Qubit as well. Oh, we got it over there. Keep an eye on Qubit. Now, Qubit. This is what always gets me with these quantum companies. Let's see. QUBT is the Quantum Computing Inc., right? And then you know, Quantum Company. QMQO, Quantum Company. And then you got QBTS, which is like qubits. So the name of the company and the ticker symbol, they just, I don't know, it is impossible for my brain to latch on to the correct company name for the ticker symbol, because it just doesn't line up right. Doesn't line up with what your brain would think. So we got turnaround. Little bit though. MACD, still questionable. Cell volume's very high. So that's the only thing that's kind of making me super hesitant, but I think that this could be where I get out. I think this could be it. This could be it here, as soon as we start seeing these numbers swing. It's always like as soon as you get out, right? That's where it makes its final mark for the day. I mean, it's fighting. Let's go to 184 and get out. 83. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now we gotta rotate. Boop. Rotate. Swap me out, Daddy. Did he swap me out? Can we get it on the 4? Give us a 4. Keep giving me a 3, dude. I want a 4. Latency of adjusting accounts here, you know, sometimes it can be detrimental. Yep, well, I keep going up. Keep going up. See how fast I get somebody to smack you around over there. So we've been trading for like the last, you know, I mean, it's been like 15, 16 years over that. But ultimately, maybe about 8 to 10 where I really started to focus in on, you know, some techniques. I read a lot of stuff. The thing is, it's hard to retain all of these things because everything is very technical. So I just always paid attention to what worked for me and what my mind gravitated to with what was it paying attention to, like what were the patterns that I was recognizing, you know? And that's the way I'm trading momentum. But it's hard to have momentum when you got two super insistent doggos. Got a little Yorkie and a Maltese that absolutely require my attention. Gotta throw them the ball every once in a while. I'm thinking of setting up a webcam so you guys can actually see my two ladies and their absolutely adorable demeanor throughout the day. They like to fight with each other in a very cute way. Beat each other up. It's very, 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 very sister-like. I cannot believe how well my older dog handled the newer dog when we got her. Such a good older sister, teaching her and like playing with her very, very you know, controlled in a controlled manner. Had a lot of restraint, especially being that she's a big Yorkie. She is like the biggest Yorkie I've ever seen. This dog is so strong. Ever since we got her, I've been training her and playing with her all the time. And this dog is just a monster. She's full muscle, this dog. They are working dogs, Yorkies. So, you know, it makes sense that she had the genetic disposition to get like right into that. So our cat, wish we could get to 90, but you know, that's just no reason to really ask for that. I'm gonna do it. I asked for it, they gave it to me. I'm gonna do it. That's gonna keep going up. I almost promise you that. But I don't care because we've been watching this for so long now. Over the weekend. That's the only thing. Robin Hood. Fix this, please. Please fix this. This is gonna ruin me one day. Yeah, sell. Everybody sell, please. Let's rock it. Take it down. By the way, this is not investment advice, financial advice. This is not advice, period. I am showing you guys what I'm doing. And I would hope that you make your own judgments, your own decisions, do your own research, all of the above. Because to expect that I be held liable for you following my stupid actions right here, absolutely, unmistakably irrational. So, got out of our big hitters for the day. Pulled in a quick 100 Doritos. Wow. AREC. American Resources. Damn. Making it to the 3 pointers. Well, I'll see you on the way down, buddy. I'm so proud of that stock. So I believed in it. I believed in it from 76 cents. It's just too bad I didn't. When you don't have the right money available, you know? My IRA, traditional. I have some in there, but nowhere near as many as I should have had. I did lose a little bit of faith in my buddy with Joe Biden. The whole damn system was crashing. AREC was really getting scary at that point. I think I would have been stupid not to get out. And at least, you know, get out to secure some of my money back. And then fucking reinvest a little bit. Which is what I did, but not enough. So anyway. That being the case. Let's see. Quantum, any activity here today? I could have swore I gotta check this stuff out with my other accounts here. So I could have swore I bought some different stuff, but maybe not. There's like one different thing. I think it was, oh yeah, UPS. That was one of the things. Which, you know, UPS. What the hell happened to you, UPS? Alright, we didn't pick up Quantum Company. That's kind of good. It did not go up today, but I didn't think it would. So we actually hit the 8K mark. That's crazy. I think last week we were at like 6, 8, something like that. That's great. Now, a lot of this, to record this and make a journal of this, 21 now, is very important for me as well, because I like to see, I have this whole idea that instead of playing the market long, you know, I really like the idea. You know, again, this is what my brain tells me. The mathematical number crunching it does, telling me that, right, as a stock goes from somewhere like this, 1 to 11. Typically, most people just going to invest and leave it there. Now, you might get super lucky. And it turns out to be a stock like this, where it just goes up. There's really nothing that goes down major. You're not dipping past the point, really, much here. There are some scary times, I guess, over here. But still, you're getting lucky. This stock at no point is going down on an angle. Just extremely scary scenario. So, in my mind, after what happened to me from 2020 to 2024, and I lost so much money in the market. I didn't lose it. I was down. I held. But it's absolutely horrifying, especially when you're not a short. Like, I don't like to short stuff. I'm going to have to learn that because, you know, betting on a down market is one of the only easier ways to make money in a down market. So that's the only real reason I need to learn it. But I hate the idea of betting on a stock, on a company to crash. So it's like, there are times where that's called for, but I don't know. The way it's done, just left and right, is crazy. But I guess it helps me as a volatile momentum trader to bring things down and up all the time. So whatever. But either way, I don't like trading like that. So I'm getting in, and then as we go up, I'm getting out. And the way I figure it is that I'm making more money in a stable fashion. Right now, year to date on this account, I think we're up. We're like over 50% for the portfolio. Year to date, realized. So, you know, I didn't get there by making 50% profit trades. Like, we weren't doing 32%, 80%. We weren't doing that. My average percentage is cumulative of all these tiny trades I've made at 2, 5, 10% profit. Sometimes you get lucky, maybe 20, 25% profit. But I'm making these small trades as the bad boy's going up, you know, and then pulling out and getting back in when they dip. Now, overall, the stock is going to keep going up. It went up, keeps going up. But you figure, right, if you had held, you miss out on selling here, getting back in down here. Sure, you might not always catch these tops and bottoms. But in my mind, I don't want to hold, because this could just keep going down. And that's exactly what happened with Redwire, because it only takes 1 day, 1 hour to have a stock crash on you. So I'm done holding stuff unless I am absolutely certified and these stocks are, you know, something, I don't know, man. Can't even say you have insider info, because that obviously wouldn't be kosher. But that's what I'm thinking, because I don't want to take those risks anymore. I'd rather wake up the next day and know that if I'm down on something, it's not going to be $7,000 that I invested. It'll be in a calculated call where I'm like, I don't know if it's going to go up or down tomorrow. I'll get in a little bit. I'm not putting the stop loss, but even if I lose all of that, it really is unrecognizable to the account. It doesn't compromise the account in any way if I lose all that money because of the calculated investment I made. I'm trying not to have to set up things to save me. I'd rather do the right decisions first, and, you know, use stop losses as a guaranteed safety net, whereas I'd prefer to always first use my brain as the safety net, making the correct, most calculated decision for the moment, which you can't always assure yourself that you'll do. But when I want to cut my losses, I always revert back to QQQ and SPY. That's about it. Market's unstable. I'm looking to make a hold on something so that while the market's crashing, I can, you know, have my money somewhere. But that's not, again, always the best thing. I do need to look more into short trading here. So, speaking of QQQ, it's not up much. I like to get in on SPY, QQQ when it's down a little bit. Doesn't happen too often, but, you know, you see something like that. That's good stuff right there. That's real good stuff. You get in on something like that. Now, account still going up. Still going up. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff here, so, you know, we're pulling from everywhere as the market kind of peters up, it looks like. Yeah, we went year to date. We're all busted up here. It busted me up. That's alright. We know that Qubit's gonna rebound. Just kind of looking to see what do we want to get out of. Now, on my path to trading, this was not what I did for my day job. I was chef in the culinary field, and we were doing a lot of different restaurants throughout the years. A lot of different types of cuisine, ethnicities. Something I love to do, but obviously very physically demanding. And as we were getting toward the peak of my career, things got also to the peak of my condition that I did not even know I had. GSK. Looks like we're still headed up. So, turns out I had multiple sclerosis, had no idea till I was like 30 years old, 32 years old. Kind of crazy. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs fighting. One of them is very noisy. Trust me, everything is okay. You can audibly tell if she's losing or winning. That's the aggressive. I'm the aggressor and I'm winning the battle. And then you'll hear it almost sounds like a horse mixed with a mouse. And that's where she's losing the fight. That's the Maltese. It's absolutely adorable. Quite a fighter. Both of these dogs, they are warriors, man. They love to battle it out. And then they're so sweet to each other. They're right next to each other and laying down. Very sweet. I thought I would have to interrupt them at times in the beginning, which I did. But realized that they were just making a lot of noise. There's not much really happening. A little bit of biting at the legs and the neck. But there's very rarely any actual, like, face biting or anything like that. GSK. So we were doing a lot of things in all different types of places. Working in hotels, Madison Square Garden. It was all over the place. Trying to find my fit and really, like, lock down a place with good management. I mean, working in New York City in the culinary field is an absolute grinder. And there's so many, there's so many entry-level people to replace everybody. It's just, the turnover is crazy. Almost every company, no matter how good they are, is a revolving door. Unless it's these small businesses that only have a staff of like 10 to 20 people, And then to get on those staffs, be an employee there, obviously a lot more qualifications you would have to have. So was getting through that, doing a lot of stuff on the side as well. Low voltage electrician. I was doing real estate, doing some work for the state, the federal government. Actually did the census in 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. That was an interesting census, I'll tell you that much. Did a lot of stuff, but then obviously with the condition, I mean, you become physically disabled. Things got very bad. I couldn't work. I was actually in some situations about to basically lose my life because of how bad my condition was getting, and I was kind of oblivious to it as to why it was happening, what it was. And, almost got into a car accident, almost fell onto train tracks. Forget it. I mean, working in the restaurants with machinery, holy shit. Forget it. It was getting terrifying where I had to slow down and be like, what is going on? And really reevaluate everything in my life. And, I did take things more seriously with my romantic life, my love life, my family life. I started to really appreciate and focus more on those things as opposed to just work, because it was going to kill me. It was going to kill me. I mean, obviously there's a balance you need to strike. You have to work. You got to make an income. So That's why we are where we are now. After a long fight, getting everything that we're entitled to in this country. Like when you happen to become disabled. Yet it's all something that you have to fight for. Very diligently. And I did all that stuff on my own. Did not use any lawyers because it turns out that the lawyers just do everything that you can do. Except they don't do it anywhere near as fast. They have no concern for the most part. And there's no sense of urgency getting your money, which is another part of it. They're going to take some of that money. Or even if they don't, then there's even less sense of urgency. So you're really asked out one way or the other if you're going to use a lawyer. You don't have to. It's just way easier because you don't have to worry about it. Or at least you do have to worry about it, but you're not the one that has to deal with it. So, and that's two huge problems with having a disability. Really being at the mercy of insurance for whatever reason it might be, you know, and the state and the federal government. At least the federal government's pretty damn quick, but New York State, they can be absolutely ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. And look, our cat didn't stop. 11:62, dude. How long did we have to wait today for this to happen? I'm waiting for it. It's okay. It's not really a big deal. What did we lose? 43 cents. It's alright. 43 cents times, what the hell was it? 200? That's what my brain, it just can't help but do that. 100. Alright. Alright. Another $43. Or, yeah. What are you gonna do? It's okay. It's alright. It's not too bad. We're looking at $43 right here. So, we want the $43. I'll just take it from somebody else. You know what I'm talking about. Plus, this we were actually down on. Sound is coming back around, baby. So I've been having a lot of fun with the market, you know. I'm actually, you know, putting up some big numbers. My wife's an engineer, and you kind of can't believe it, what I'm able to pull in sometimes. So, it's nice. It's nice. She gets to do her very technical stuff. I get to do my technical stuff. And at the end of the day, we can both celebrate together. So it's looking like it's gonna kind of be a calm one. Not that this is really calm, there's a lot of activity, but the way I am sensing this is to remain patient. To remain paciente. Because of this, you know, this is telling me that there's excitement out there today. A lot of excitement out there. I was excited, I am excited. But then we can't be excited, can't be focused only on what's going up. You wanna get the next things that'll be popping, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be floating around. I like to float around the neutral area here. Because you pick something all the way down, I only like to do that with things I'm familiar that pop back up. Ouster, good example. But you know, too much risk. Too much risk with a bet like that. I feel like a lot of these, man, when the hell is the pullback coming? It's coming. It's gonna come. BBAI, there hasn't been too much activity with that lately, and BBAI is a favorite little guy of mine. It's my favorite little guy. I like little guys that start getting defense contracts with the government. That's cool. That's always a fun one. Big Bear. Big Bear, the brother to the bear. He's there. Iron's popping. It's been a while. Damn, Iron likes, look at that. Iron's got a upped up back. Imagine if that was your spine. Crazy. That, look at regularity. These freaking spikes. I made that one up. This one goes whoop. This one goes whoop. This one goes whoop. Wow. Iron. We were holding this. We got rid of this last week, I believe. Where's the ball? Where's the ball, baby? Go get the ball. I think you guys will really like that. I get the webcam in to watch me play fetch with them. Like to go get the ball, they bring it back, they fight with each other. It's fun. Nice and fun for everyone. What are we thinking on the Rocket Lab? Let's check out our neutrals. FCX. Yeah, you know, I feel like that's probably turnaround territory, especially below this white line here. Probably not the worst thing to do. Definitely could be worse things done. I think we might put in a small position. It's already picked up some for the day though. That's the problem, you know. But we're not even at 12 yet. I mean, RSI is picking up, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like the way that looks. I don't like that. Hey, Cookie. Cookie. No. No. Cookie. Stop it. Sorry about that, guys. GNK? Contentious area right there. Cookie, stop. Minnie, come. Sometimes what you gotta do, instead of telling them to stop, you just tell them to come. What are you boys thinking? What are you thinking with Rocket Lab here? Look at this, man. People believe. What's going on out here? Sorry, I apologize, guys. We got people ringing the doorbell. The dogs are going crazy. I tell you, man, electronics are so unreliable. Our cat. I think we're gonna be getting out of this just because of this RSI up here. You know, I don't know. There is a lot more potential. It's actually been so long that I'm streaming, I don't even remember what my mute button is. Cookie. Never mind, we got it back. I can't even check my I can't even check my front door right now. Alright. We're back, sorry. I think we're gonna scramble on this. Right? What do you think? A little higher? Or what is it? 49.96. So it's like, how much freaking higher you think we're going on that, Chief? You gotta scramble through 3 accounts right now. $8. Get it. Get it, dude. I want my $8. Some double cheeseburgers right there. Pay for my double cheeseburgers, and what else can we get my wife? Ah, my wife's just gonna get that. Just get them 6 double cheeseburgers. Send it. Alright, we cashed in. We can get our double cheeseburgers today. That makes me a lot happier toward lunchtime. Sound? Love it. Thanks for taking me back up, boys. That I'm cool with. I'm totally cool with that one. This just doesn't stop, man. It does, actually. It does stop. Looks like it's gonna stop right now. Do we suspect a crash from here? It's possible. People love RCAT, man. They love RCAT. Symbiotic? What's going on with Symbiotic today? Ooh. That is a high MACD right there. Holy Christmas. Blaze? It's been a while. This was an early year. You know what's crazy? So many of these ones that are up really big now is I was so active in them earlier in the year, and then they kind of started to fade away. Yeah, see, like everything was kind of just floating, and then pow in August. But I was big in on Blaze. Riley as well, R-I-L-Y. So my journey, I know I'm all over the place, man. This is part of the problem, even in my own life. Everything's all over the place in my brain. Shotgun thoughts, I like to call them. Has nothing to do with any type of ending one's own career of humanity, if you know what I'm saying. It doesn't have to do anything with that, but more so the fact that it's like birdshot sometimes, the way that my thoughts come together. And it's like we're on this river and we're just flowing, baby. I can only like kind of shift the direction we're going. That's about it. So to get back to the point I'm trying to make here is that oh man, that's life, right? That's life. They come and they go. The river does flow. River doth flow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just the way it goes sometimes. So sound here, sound. Probably gonna pull out of this. But I don't know, man. The MACD is so inspiring. I am inspired to get behind, stand behind this stalwartly. SCCO's really pumping. I should have believed in this boy earlier and put a little more into it. We only got $232 behind this. Southern copper is doing very good. Copper in general. Any type of minerals. Rare earth minerals, for sure. UNH finally came back. We believed in you. And then you deceived us. Should have got in down there. Should have, coulda, woulda, but we weren't paying attention. A juggler's dilemma. CMG, UMH. Now, I am keeping in mind, in general, that should there be what looks like any big downturn, I'm going to be looking to get out almost all of these big positions, even if I'm down a little bit, because we want the money. We want capital available on crashes. Capital on crash. That's what you want. You want to get in when things are down, because it's so beautiful once it starts to turn around. It feels like somebody just took the roof off your house and is using a tree grinder to just shower you in money. What do they call that? It's not a tree grinder, I know that for sure. Human shredder. What are those things called? Oh man. Sometimes. Oh. And I just had to help my wife figure out what that was called the other day. And here I am. Here I am, fumbling. A wood chipper? There you go. Not a tree shredder. Not a human shredder, but a wood chipper. That's right. Some of these crawled out of the neutral zone without my approval. See what it is? CMP's crawling out. GSAT, been a while. How we doing? So ultimately, that is what we're doing. We're just looking for momentum plays here. Keep things swinging. Only one day trade, so I want to keep that in mind. I'll save that for probably getting out of a position that I'm a little bit scared about. The sound really picking up now. See if there's anything else though that we can throw some money in. So we're only midday here. Things are looking to keep swinging. Because it looks like the cocks are out. People are still swinging them. CPBI. How the hell did this sneak onto this list? What the hell is CPBI? Oh, come on, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Help me. That's not cool, dude. Can't move. CPBI. Who put that there? I'll be keeping an eye on you. Like, what is even this chart here? What the hell is the volume? What the hell is this? Get out of here. You did not get the pass. MQ. I remember this, but what the hell happened to this thing? This thing is hanging. %. Interesting. A lot of institutional ownership on that. Very interesting. Marqueta. Is there a dividend? Hmm. Marqueta. 548, man. That almost seems like a good buy. I mean, I'm not too into Marqueta, but it's up a lot. I mean, when was this? May. You're talking 4 months ago. Yeah, no dividend, no certainty, at least from my own experience. I mean, we are at like a low here, but that doesn't mean anything when this thing is like sitting at 3, around 3. Yeah, I mean, it probably is a good buy, to be honest, like where it's at. I mean, do we want to pump a little bit into it? Put like a few hundred? Marquetas? Let's check a little bit of news. Mike, okay, new CEO. People don't like him though. Year to date, up 50% 1 year. But you know, new CEO, new pressure. There's more pressure. I mean, chances are, I don't know anything about the CEO. Oh, you could have read the article. It's alright. It's alright. What do the articles know? What does that guy know writing the article that I don't know? What? Can you believe that there's anything he could possibly know that I don't know? Impossible. So. Don't get distracted by Marqueta. Just give me 1 second. We got some more phone calls coming in here. Okay. So yeah, pretty chill. I hope everybody is doing great as well. Watching their schmarket. But we might just kind of hang out here for a bit and throw you guys our snapshot of what we end up doing a little bit later, because this is dragging on. It might not be too much, and also just doesn't seem like my brain's got the best start today. A little bit rough, a lot of other stimulus going on as well. So appreciate you all joining in. May your troubles be less, your blessings be more. Nothing but happiness comes straight through your door, my friends. Take care. We'll see you next time.